The notification sound that changed everything wasn't even mine. I was lying in bed at 11:47 p.m., scrolling through TikTok videos of people making elaborate pasta dishes I'd never attempt, when Maya's phone, the one she'd forgotten on my nightstand 3 weeks ago, lit up with a text that made my blood freeze. "Can't wait to see you tomorrow night. Same hotel as always." My hand started shaking so violently I nearly dropped both phones. Maya, my girlfriend of 2 years, my supposed soulmate who'd been working late, every Tuesday for the past month, had been getting secret messages. On a phone she'd conveniently forgotten at my place. I stared at the screen until my vision blurred. The sender wasn't saved as a contact, just the letter A. But the message thread showed dozens of exchanges going back months. Months. "You're being paranoid, Zoe," I whispered to myself, but my voice cracked on the last word. I scrolled up with trembling fingers, my heart hammering against my ribs like it was trying to escape. The messages were a timeline of betrayal. A. Last night was incredible. Maya, I know. I feel terrible, but I can't stop. A. Don't feel guilty. You deserve to be happy. Maya, Zoe would die if she knew. The room started spinning. I shot up from bed so fast that my cat, Mr. Whiskers, flew off my stomach with an indignant yowl that perfectly captured how I felt inside. "Sorry, buddy," I mumbled, but he was already stalking away with his tail twitching in annoyance, probably the healthiest response anyone in this apartment had had all evening. I paced my tiny studio apartment, stepping over the laundry pile I'd been meaning to deal with for weeks, my mind racing faster than my feet. Maya had been distant lately, sure, but I'd attributed it to work stress. She was a marketing director at some fancy firm downtown, always juggling impossible deadlines and demanding clients. When she started coming home later and later, smelling like expensive perfume that wasn't hers, I'd convinced myself I was overthinking things. God, I was such an idiot. My phone buzzed. A text from Maya herself, working late again tonight. "Don't wait up. Love you." The casual cruelty of it hit me like a slap. Love you. 2 words that used to make my heart flutter now felt like shards of glass in my throat. I looked back at her secret phone. The message from A was still glowing on the screen, waiting for a response. My finger hovered over the keyboard. I could pretend to be her. I could find out who A was, where they were meeting, how long this had been going on. Or I could confront her directly like a mature adult. I chose option 3. I screamed into my pillow until Mr. Whiskers came back to check if I was dying. "I'm fine," I told him, my voice muffled by Egyptian cotton and betrayal. "Just having a completely normal reaction to finding out my girlfriend has been cheating on me for months through a phone she conveniently forgot at my place like some kind of sitcom plot device." Mr. Whiskers blinked slowly, his version of sympathy, and settled beside me with a purr that was more comforting than anything Maya had given me lately. I sat up, wiping my eyes with the back of my hand. The tears had come without warning, along with a strange sense of relief. At least now I knew why I'd been feeling like something was wrong. My intuition hadn't been playing tricks on me. Maya really had been pulling away, making excuses, looking at me with something that wasn't quite guilt but wasn't quite love either. The secret phone buzzed again. "Maya, you there?" Getting worried. I was worried. How sweet. I wondered if they knew about me, or if I was just another inconvenient detail in their romantic narrative. I picked up my own phone and started typing a text to Maya, then deleted it. Started again, deleted it again. What was the protocol here? "Hey babe, found your secret affair phone. Should we talk, or should I just set all your stuff on fire?" My phone rang, making me jump. Maya's name lit up the screen with the photo I'd taken of her last month at the farmer's market, laughing as she tried to balance 3 bags of overpriced organic apples. She looked so happy in that picture. So innocent. "Hey," I answered, trying to sound normal. "Hi, beautiful. How was your day?" Her voice was warm, familiar, completely unchanged. It was like listening to a recording of someone who used to love me. "Fine. Yours." I glanced at the secret phone. Still no response to A's worried message. Exhausting. This Peterson account is killing me. I might be here until midnight. The lie rolled off her tongue, so smoothly I almost admired the skill. "I'm really sorry, Zoe. I know we haven't had much time together lately." "It's okay," I said automatically, then immediately hated myself for it. Nothing about this was okay. You're the best. I don't know what I did to deserve you. The irony was suffocating. I looked at Mr. Whiskers, who was now grooming his paw with the dedication of someone who'd never had their heart shattered by text message. Maya. Yeah. Do you? I paused, chicken ing out. Do you want me to save you some dinner? I made that pasta thing you like. That's sweet, but I'll probably just grab something here. Don't wait up, okay? I love you. There it was again. I love you. Said so easily, like muscle memory, while she was probably getting ready to meet A at their usual hotel. Love you too, I whispered and hung up. The silence that followed was deafening. Even Mr. Whiskers seemed to sense the gravity of the situation. He'd stopped grooming and was staring at me with those enormous green eyes that had seen me through every crisis of the past 5 years. What do you think, buddy? Should I catfish her mysterious lover or just pack her stuff and leave it in the hallway? He meowed once, which I chose to interpret as catfish the lover, obviously. 20 minutes later, I was still staring at the secret phone, composing and deleting messages to A like some kind of digital archaeologist trying to unearth the perfect response. The latest message thread was a masterclass in casual deception. Hey, same time tomorrow. Maya, can't wait. Zoe's working late anyway. The mention of my name made my stomach clench. I was apparently the convenient excuse for their affair. Perfect. I finally typed, running a bit late. See you at 9. The response came immediately. Of course. I'll be in the lobby bar. Can't wait to hold you again. Hold you again. My vision went red around the edges. I screenshot everything. Evidence, I told myself, though for what I wasn't sure. Divorce court? We weren't married. The court of public opinion? Maya's friends loved me. Most of them, anyway. My phone rang. Unknown number. Hello. I answered cautiously. Is this Zoe Chin? The voice was crisp, professional, unfamiliar. Yes. This is Jennifer Walsh from Hartley and Associates. I'm Maya's colleague. I'm sorry to bother you so late, but Maya left her phone at the office, and she has an early meeting tomorrow. Would you mind letting her know I'll drop it by your apartment around 8 a.m.? I looked at the secret phone in my other hand. Her phone! Yes, she was in such a rush after our Peterson meeting. You know how she gets when she's stressed. Peterson meeting. The same client Maya had just told me was keeping her at the office until midnight. Right, I said slowly. The Peterson meeting. How did that go? Oh, wonderful. We wrapped up around 6:30. Maya seemed so relieved. She mentioned she was meeting a friend for drinks to celebrate, said she needed to blow off some steam after the past few weeks. A friend. 4 drinks. To celebrate. Jennifer, I said carefully, what time did Maya leave the office? Around 7, I think. She was practically racing out the door. Said she didn't want to keep her friend waiting. I hung up and immediately called Maya back. It went straight to voicemail. Of course it did. She was probably already at the hotel with A, celebrating the successful Peterson meeting that had supposedly trapped her at the office until midnight. The lies were stacking up like a house of cards, each one more elaborate than the last. Maya wasn't just cheating. She was constructing an entire alternate reality where I was the oblivious girlfriend who believed everything she said. I paced the apartment again, my bare feet slapping against the hardwood floors that Maya and I had refinished together last spring. We'd spent an entire weekend on our hands and knees, sanding and staining, getting covered in sawdust and laughing until our sides hurt. Maya had painted a tiny heart in the corner of my closet, hidden where only I would see it. For luck, she'd said, kissing sawdust off my nose. I walked to the closet and knelt down, running my finger over the small painted heart. It was still there, faded but visible. Had she been thinking about A when she painted it? Had she already started pulling away even then? Mr. Whiskers appeared beside me, headbutting my arm in solidarity. You're right, I told him. Sitting here feeling sorry for myself isn't going to solve anything. I stood up, decision crystallizing in my chest like ice forming on a window. I was going to that hotel. I was going to see this through. But first, I needed backup. I called my sister Lily, who answered on the first ring despite the late hour. Zoe, what's wrong? Trust Lily to know something was up just from my breathing pattern. Maya's cheating on me. Silence. Then what? Are you sure? I have screenshots. I'm coming over. No, wait. I'm going to the hotel where they're meeting. Like hell you are. Not alone. Which hotel? I checked the message thread again. The Grand Meridian downtown. I'll meet you in the lobby in 30 minutes. And Zoe? Yeah. Bring Mace. After hanging up, I stared at my reflection in the bathroom mirror. My dark hair was a mess, my eyes were red from crying, and I was wearing pajama pants with tiny tacos on them that Maya had bought me as a joke. Not exactly the outfit for confronting your cheating girlfriend and her mysterious lover. I changed into jeans and a black sweater. Stealth mode, I told myself, and grabbed my purse. The secret phone was still buzzing with messages from A, increasingly worried about Maya's silence. Did something happen? You're never this quiet. Maya, please just let me know you're okay. I'm starting to worry. Call me. The genuine concern in the messages was almost worse than the flirting. A actually cared about Maya. This wasn't just sex, it was a relationship. I typed back. Phone died. On my way now. Thank God. I was about to call the police. See you soon. I love you. I love you. I loved her. Maya loved A. And I was the fool holding the phones, watching my life implode in real time. I grabbed my keys and headed for the door, Mr. Whiskers following me with obvious concern. I'll be back, I promised him, hopefully with my dignity intact. He meowed skeptically.
If you are enjoying this story, kindly do us a favor and subscribe to our channel. It is free and won't cost anything, but it means a lot to us. We are just a small channel trying to grow. Thank you, and back to the video.
The Grand Meridian was the kind of hotel that screamed expensive affair. All marble lobbies and crystal chandeliers, the sort of place where discretion came standard with the room service. I sat in a leather chair near the lobby bar, trying to look casual, while my heart hammered against my ribs like it was trying to escape my body entirely. Lily arrived exactly on time, her lawyer instincts making her punctual even in crisis situations. She looked like she'd thrown on the first clothes she could find, yoga pants and a Princeton sweatshirt, but her expression was pure, determined sister. Any sign of them? She whispered, sliding into the chair across from me. Not yet, but A is already here somewhere, waiting in the lobby bar. I showed her the latest message. Got us a corner table. Ordered your usual wine. Lily read over the message thread, her jaw tightening with each screenshot. Jesus, Zoe. This has been going on for months. How did you not know? I did know, I said quietly. I mean, part of me did. I kept making excuses for her. Work stress, family stuff, the whole thing with her mom being sick. Her mom isn't sick. I looked up sharply. What? Her mom. I ran into her at Whole Foods last week. She looked fine. We chatted for like 10 minutes about her book club. Another lie. Another carefully constructed piece of Maya's alternate reality where everything inconvenient was explained away by elaborate fiction. How many lies do you think there are? I asked. Does it matter? One affair is enough. I was about to respond when I saw her. Maya, walking through the hotel's revolving door like she owned the place, wearing the black dress I'd helped her pick out for our anniversary dinner last month. Her hair was styled in soft waves, and she was carrying the clutch purse I'd bought her for Christmas. She looked beautiful, radiant even, the way she used to look when she was getting ready for our dates. There she is, I whispered. Lily followed my gaze and swore softly. She's really doing this. Maya walked toward the bar with confident steps, checking her phone, probably reading my fake message about being on the way. She paused at the entrance, scanning the room, and my heart stopped when her eyes swept right past me without recognition. I was invisible to her, just another stranger in a hotel lobby. A figure stood up from a corner table, waving Maya over, and my world tilted off its axis. I wasn't some mysterious stranger. I wasn't even a man. I was Amanda Richards, Maya's best friend from college. The same Amanda who'd been Maya's maid of honor at her sister's wedding. The same Amanda who came to our dinner parties and laughed at my jokes and brought expensive wine and complimented my cooking. The same Amanda who'd helped me plan Maya's surprise birthday party 6 months ago. Oh my God, Lily breathed. Is that Amanda? The name came out like a curse. They embraced at the table, and it wasn't a friendly hug. Amanda's hands lingered on Maya's waist, Maya's face buried in Amanda's neck like she was coming home after a long journey. They sat close together, Amanda's hand immediately finding Maya's across the table, their fingers intertwining with practiced familiarity. I felt like I was watching my life through a window, seeing the truth of it for the first time. Every dinner party, every casual hangout, every time Amanda had looked at me with those knowing eyes, she'd been sleeping with my girlfriend. They'd been carrying on an affair right in front of me, probably laughing about how oblivious I was. "I'm going to be sick," I whispered. "No, you're not." Lily's voice was fierce. "You're going to go over there and confront them." "I can't. Not here. Not like this." "Then when?" "When Maya comes home tomorrow with another lie about working late. When Amanda comes to your next dinner party and pretends to care about your promotion at work." I watched Maya lean across the table to whisper something in Amanda's ear, making her laugh in that bright, musical way that had always seemed so genuine. Amanda kissed Maya's temple, a gesture so intimate and natural it was clear this had been going on far longer than the phone messages suggested. Everything made sense now. Amanda's sudden interest in hanging out with us more often. Maya's new perfume, it was Amanda's signature scent. The way Maya had started styling her hair differently, wearing clothes that were more Amanda's taste than mine. She'd been slowly transforming into someone who belonged with Amanda, not me. "I need to get out of here," I said, standing up so fast my chair scraped against the marble floor. "Zoe, wait." But I was already walking toward the exit, my vision blurring with tears I refused to let fall. Not here. Not in front of them. I made it to the revolving door before I heard my name. "Zoe." I turned around slowly, like a horror movie character who knows the monster is behind them but can't help looking anyway. Maya was standing 10 feet away, her face white with shock. Amanda was beside her, looking like she'd seen a ghost, which, in a way, she had. The ghost of the girlfriend they'd been betraying for months. "What are you doing here?" Maya's voice was barely a whisper. I looked at her, really looked at her, and saw a stranger wearing my girlfriend's face. This wasn't the woman who'd held me during panic attacks, who'd learned to make my grandmother's soup recipe when I was sick, who'd promised me forever on quiet Sunday mornings. This was someone who could lie to my face every single day and sleep peacefully next to me every single night. "I forgot something," I said, my voice steadier than I felt. "Forgot what?" I reached into my purse and pulled out Maya's secret phone. Her face went completely white. "This," I said, holding it up. "You forgot this." The phone buzzed in my hand. A new message from someone named Chris. "Hey Maya, saw you and Amanda at the hotel bar. You two looked cozy. Everything okay with you and Zoe?" Maya's eyes went wide as she read the notification over my shoulder. Amanda stepped closer, protective instincts kicking in. "Zoe, let us explain," Amanda started. "Explain." I laughed, and it sounded sharp and broken even to my own ears. "Explain how you've been fucking my girlfriend behind my back? How you've been coming to my dinner parties and pretending to be my friend while carrying on an affair? How you helped me plan her birthday party while you were planning to steal my life?" "It's not like that," Maya said desperately. "It just happened. We didn't mean for it to." "When?" I cut her off. "When did it start?" Maya and Amanda exchanged a look, and I saw the answer in their eyes before either of them spoke. "The birthday party," I said, understanding flooding through me like ice water. "It started at her birthday party. The one I planned. The one where you two disappeared for 20 minutes and came back with your lipstick smudged." Maya's silence was answer enough. I turned to leave, but Maya grabbed my arm. "Zoe, please. I love you. I still love you." I looked down at her hand on my arm, then back up at her face. "No, you don't. You love the idea of me. You love having someone to lie to, someone to make you feel better about yourself while you're off living your real life with someone else." I pulled my arm free and walked toward the exit, but Maya's voice stopped me one more time. "Where are you going?" I turned back, and this time I smiled. It probably wasn't a very nice smile. "Home," I said. "To pack your things." "Zoe, wait." But I was already walking away, the sound of my footsteps echoing off the marble floors like a countdown to the end of everything I thought I knew about my life. Outside, Lily was waiting by her car, keys in hand. "How bad?" she asked. "Worse than I thought." Scale of 1 to 10. I thought about it. Maya cheating was a 10. Maya cheating with Amanda was an 11. But there was something else, something I'd seen in that last exchange that made my stomach twist with a new kind of dread. The way Amanda had stepped protectively in front of Maya. The way they'd looked at each other like they were the only two people in the world. The way Maya had said she still loved me, like love was something you could portion out between multiple people without consequences. This wasn't just an affair. This was Maya choosing someone else, and I was the last person to know about it. 12, I said finally. It's a 12. As we drove away from the hotel, I looked back once and saw Maya and Amanda standing in the lobby, holding each other while Maya cried into Amanda's shoulder. Even in their moment of crisis, they looked like they belonged together. I turned back around and stared straight ahead, my phone buzzing with messages I wasn't ready to read. But there was one message I needed to send. I pulled up Maya's regular number and typed, "I know about Amanda. Don't come home tonight." The response came immediately. "Zoe, please let me explain. It's not what you think." I stared at the message for a long moment, then typed back, "Actually, it's exactly what I think. And it's worse." I turned my phone off and leaned back against the headrest, closing my eyes. Tomorrow, I would deal with the logistics, the apartment, the shared bank account, the mutual friends who would have to choose sides. Tomorrow, I would figure out how to rebuild a life that had been built around someone who never really existed. But tonight, I just needed to get home to Mr. Whiskers and figure out how to breathe again. "Zoe." Lily's voice was gentle. "Yeah, there's something else, isn't there? Something you're not telling me." I opened my eyes and looked at her. My sister, who could read me like a book even when I was trying to hide. "Yeah," I said quietly. "There is." "What?" I thought about the message from Chris, about the way Amanda had looked when she saw me, about the expression on Maya's face when she realized I knew everything. I don't think I was the only one being lied to.